Hi, the OnePlus Nord 3, released about a year ago, was and is still a great phone for the price. And do you know what? So is basically the Nord 4 as well. Firstly, the design is in my opinion great. I love the all-metal body with the slightly rounded corners. Feels solid. The camera part also does give the phone a bit of a unique but still relatively discreet look. The phone comes in three colors, a dark brushed textured one, a wavy silver one, and the matte Oasis green one that I've tested here. IP rating is 65, meaning rainproof, but do not leave the phone too close to the pool. Here it would have been nice to see full waterproofness, but to get this you usually have to pay a little bit extra. Moving on, the 6.74-inch AMOLED screen with a resolution of 2772 by 1240 pixels and an adaptive 120Hz refresh rate is great. Viewing angles are fine, colors look colorful, and the sharpness is really sharp. The brightness in direct sunlight is decent, not fantastic, but it works without any major irritations. Cameras are also fine. The two ones on the back, that is a main 50 megapixel one and an 8 megapixel ultra wide one, performs decent. However, the main camera is miles ahead when it comes to quality and liveliness. The dynamic range though is a bit short for both cameras, making the images a little darker in darker conditions. Images from both cameras though comes out colorful and sharp. OnePlus also came to the sensors and removed the unnecessary macro camera from Nord 3. Nice. The phone is also capable of recording 4K in 60 FPS, sure, without any electronic image stabilization, EIS. However, the results here are perfectly decent, at least for filming closer things. However, when shooting further away objects, the image can feel a bit shaky in comparison to the 1080p resolution that does indeed have EIS. But for most people, this probably won't be a deal breaker, and it is nice to see full 4K 60 FPS on a phone within this price. The selfie camera with its 16 megapixel resolution is also fine for a selfie camera, delivering sharp images and decent software bokeh effects. It is, however, on the inside the biggest advantage is lying with the OnePlus Nord 4, namely this system chip that is the very competent Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3. Everything is snappy, gaming is perfectly fine, and even Genshin Impact runs good. There's no real lag or choppiness to complain about anywhere. The phone comes in three memory and storage combinations. I've tested the top one with 16GB RAM and 512GB of storage. The other versions are a 12GB RAM and 256GB storage, as well as an 8GB RAM and 128GB storage version that is, however, not sold in Europe at all. Here I would have liked to see a micro SD card slot to make the cheaper versions of the phone more appealing, but OnePlus is not doing that. OS is of course Android 14 with OnePlus perfectly decent Oxygen OS on top. It's also fantastic to see that OnePlus with Nord 4 offers a whole of 4 years of Android updates and another 2 years of security updates. Not the very best in the business, but really close to it. Battery life is great with a 5500 mAh battery powering the phone well up to 2 days on a single charge. There's no wall plug in the box, but at least a red USB-A to USB-C cable that is capable of delivering a whole of 100 watts that the phone supports for charging. So no complaints here, apart from maybe the lack of a wall plug and maybe the lack of wireless charging, but I personally would rather take a speedy system chip. So then to sum it up here, for the price of £429 for the 12/256GB version and £479 for the 16/512GB version, the OnePlus Nord does offer a fair amount of design, performance and longevity. However, the price is though a tad high, at least when comparing to the competition, where for example the excellent Nothing Phone 2a have similar performance and also a better all-around camera experience for a little less money, as well as the Pixel 8 that also delivers a better photo experience, to name a few. However, the OnePlus Nord 4 is not a bad phone. The design is great and so is the performance and the promised software updates. When the price goes down a little from the launch one, I reckon this one will be a very tough competitor to most other mid-range smartphones. Alright, that is my take on the new OnePlus Nord 4. Please share any thoughts or questions in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching, bye!